Hope to catch you soon.
Well, I hope a bristleback tripped him up. True. Oh yeah, sure. Get around it. Haven't seen you around for a while.
Got somewhere to be. Sorry.
Still here, I see.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. Shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Oseram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done
Now
it again.
what?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You,
What?
sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Terrific. Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it.
Yeah!
Woo!
Haha.
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah,
Dang it.
I guess I do.
There I go again. Didn't have my microphone on. Merchants are now available. Thank you everybody for
Chainscrape's back
watching
to
my
work. Merchants should
videos.
be open to trade.
Thank you for
I
all
should
my
see if they have anything
subscribers.
useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light.
Now what did I just miss? What did she just say? Dang it, Sonny.
Almost ready to go?
But please like, share, and subscribe. Feeling frisky, buy me a cup of coffee. And that's it. I won't bug you no more. Let's see what new quest we have.
I meant to ask, how did you do
Shoot,
in the fight?
where's what's her name at? It's probably in the tavern. Is this the tavern?
You ever wonder if this is worth it? Missing these moments?
A pint of your finest. Today would be good.
You know what we need?
My cup is empty. Give it all. You call a few squiggles on a piece of paper. That. Sure.
Okay, sure.
Finally, someone interesting.
Oh, on another note. About the other day.
All right, where's she at? I want to talk to her.
I know you and him don't get on.
Ignoring me again?
Watch your language.
Look, sorry if I gave you the wrong impression, love.
Whoa!
Here we go.
Make that
2 orders of broke steel.
fancy a game straight.
That hit. Come for another round?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge.
Lay down. Quit bugging me,
Lost some good
furball.
people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them
You
out
go
and
outside
got this
again?
place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there was some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
Guess I'm
But
just
how
gonna
could
have to leave
bristlebacks
the
in the
back
Daunt
door
help
open.
Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
I have to go. It was good to see you again, Petra.
And you, Flamehair. Don't be a stranger.
If you call a few squiggles on a piece of paper. Sure.
Studious body, whatever the hell his name is.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says.
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay.
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Man, they need a strider mounted on that sucker. It's a lot of work for one guy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light.
No, I'm not going to head straight for Barren Light. I need to, let's override a strider. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Yeah. I guess I'd go ahead and talk to him.
Or poke around the Daunt some more first.
Looking sharp as ever.
What? Rain? You get loads of it. No.
Yeah, you! Another.
If the Nora drinks, that's it.
Aloy. Back for more, huh? Another round here? Heard you've been busy. As for me, I'm gonna need a few more of these before I get back to the forge.
Is there something on your mind?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Talon scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Hey!
See here. What news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback Trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think.
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How does blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and... bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. Even with the valley working again, Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
I need to go.
Of course.
50 shards says the fella falls.
If I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Are you ready?
Let's go do this one here.
Another!
Brother! Hammerhead.
When's that gonna be? What if they report?
First thing I want to do is check on my gear.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Oh my God, got a sharpshooter bow. Damn. And watch somebody
back
give me
anytime.
one.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Ignoring me again.
Sounds like love to me.
Lady, better drinking don't mean I can't do my job. It's ale and a day's work.
And of course I need 95 shards. I'm out of shards again. Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of that stuff till I go north. I mean west.
When do you think you
How
can fix
goes
this
it,
lucky hammer of
Hammerhead?
mine?
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so wouldn't hold my breath.
Sister! Over here!
Boomer!
How many times it'll blow their damn arm off?
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It is. It's an incredibly bad thing.
Wait, the person throwing or the person catching?
The thrower.
Oh.
Almost ready to go?
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Uh,
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where are we? Ah. So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
Alright, what are they barking at?
Could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model. Well, for starters, I'll need
charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Oh, I can use your insights later on. Bring it back.
Hope to catch you soon.
I had to go check on my dogs. Somebody pulled up and just parked out in front of the yard. I don't know what they were doing, but when they seen me, they left.
Oh, hi!
Could get around faster if I find a charger to override.
Just don't like riding the damn things.
I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet so I don't spook the herd.
Oh man.
This'll be in my stash when I need it.
Be welcome, Outlander. claim is known. That's why we travel as far into the unknown as our feet take us.
About time that
Oi,
whistle blew.
swag.
Ulvin must be thrilled.
And a letter with I wish you were
Yo, Scrounger!
I actually do have some coils now. See, it tells you these are valuables to sell. So these are resources for upgrades. I'm pretty sure these are to upgrade your, or to build your ammo with.
I hope I'll actually get something done today.
Prairie dog. We're not going to find prairie dog for a while.
I hear you.
Alright, I just messed up over here.
Last time I gave my steel to such a slag boss. Okay.
When do you think you could fix this lucky hammer of mine?
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so...
That's as clean as I'm gonna get out here. Boomer said that Fanghorn should be nearby. Frost will make it brittle. There's the Fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib. Down it goes. Should be able to harvest its rib now.
More green shine.
Save this green shine for something special. Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, to see about that weapon of theirs.
Are you done outside? Can I shut the back door? It's cold in here. Nani, leave me alone. Can't you see what I'm doing here? Damn, you're so pushy. I'm gonna see if I can shut the back door real quick. Maybe she'll lay down. Alright, I got the back door shut. Dog's laying on the couch. Got her. She's laying on a... She's using a pillow. She's getting comfortable. Some coffee. Oh. God, I got 7 skill points. I think I can just keep going without upgrading yet.
No, that's not her. Can't be.
She cleared out those machines.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Aw.
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
One woman, and she's tougher than the whole Vanguard. She took out those bristlebacks.
She cleared out the machines.
So...
Ignoring me again? Yeah, you!
Hey, take it easy today, okay?
Yeah, there's a lot of different weapons in this game than in the last one.
Well, I hope a bristleback tripped him up. True.
Oh yeah, sure. Get around it.
On what you need a measuring.
Ulvin must be thrilled.
God, I need more braided wire. Shit, I accidentally got rid of a weave. Ah, shit. Screwed up, Sonny.
it off, huh?
Down to about 2 minutes.
Here we go.
Spot it. Gotta move.
Back and kill those suckers.
I think I can climb up this cliff. Wonder if there's anything interesting at the top.
We'll find out, aren't we?